Just Vox.
You guys are welcome back to my channel, Just Vox TV. On today's episode on Power Ghost 3, episode 9, I want you guys to listen to what this YouTuber has to say. I really enjoy watching reviews from this YouTuber, so just in case you have anything to say, kindly drop that in the comment section below.
Power may have said goodbye to one of its longest-serving characters. However, he still continues to cause absolute chaos for Tariq St. Patrick, Davis McLean, and the Tejadas thanks to a final parting gift. The last gift that has caused absolute mayhem, confusion, and trust issues amongst the entire crew, and also a final gift that brought one of the Power Universe fan favorites back to Ghost, Tommy Egan. Tommy was always a character that was going to come back for Tasha St. Patrick, but I don't think any Power fans would have expected it so soon. But Episode 9 was more than Cooper Saxe stirring the pot between Tariq St. Patrick, the Tejadas, and Davis McLean. From Evelyn Castillo to Lucas Weston, both left parting gifts to Drew and law enforcement in their own respective ways, both of which resulted in deadly consequences. Now in this video, we're going to break down 5 Easter eggs and clues that you may have missed from Ghost Season 3 Episode 9, especially the lead up to Tommy Egan's return and the implications of Cooper Saxe's parting gift. But if you're new to the channel, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button because there will be more Ghost Easter eggs and breakdowns over the coming months. Although the biggest talking point of Episode 9's Tommy's return, we have to start with Cooper Saxe's last gift and how it led to the leak of Tasha's location and the return of another fan favorite. Saxe left letters for Monet Tejada, Jenny Sullivan, and someone who the Power fans have been waiting to see since Season 1, 2-Bit. In the letter that Saxe left for Jenny, he told her to let it all go and be free. But from where he is now, he could play just as dirty. And he wasn't just playing dirty, he was playing with fire because we all know Tommy would come with the smoke. But let's just take it back a step. The information he left for Monet Tejada not only had the Tejadas questioning Tariq's intentions and whether he could be working with law enforcement, but he also gave Monet Tasha St. Patrick's location. And Saxe knew very well what he was doing by leaking this information and telling Monet that Tariq was working with the feds. He wanted to create chaos between them all. Now, the location wasn't just leaked by Monet Tejada. It was also given to 2-Bit, and so we finally saw the return of 2-Bit, who came back to collect from Tariq St. Patrick. One of the clues in this conversation between 2-Bit and Tariq was that 2-Bit not only knew where Tasha was located, but also that he knew Tommy was alive. He specifically told Tariq, "You can't refuse unless you want somebody to shoot your moms." And it does make us ponder, has there been any interaction off-screen between 2-Bit and Tommy, and could we see 2-Bit in Chicago in force? Or does his story remain in New York? Now, it has always been teased that at some point Tariq will need the help of Tasha and maybe even Uncle Tommy. But there's a lot of bad blood in this family, from Tariq killing Ghost to Tasha killing Lakeisha. There were also 2 further clues dating back to Season 1 and 2 that Tommy would eventually catch up with Tasha. In Season 1, he told Tariq that he'll never stop coming for his mother, and in Season 2, Ray Ray also warned Tommy was gonna get his mom. And so we saw the return of Thomas Patrick Egan. He called Tariq the seed of the devil and how he got her location from Monet. But just as he was about to pull the trigger, Tariq appeared to protect his mother and warned Tommy he loves him, but he will put a bullet in him. Now, what followed may cause confusion. Tasha knocks Tariq out cold and goes missing, which leaves a confused Tariq St. Patrick in the hospital. A plot and story I'm sure they'll answer in Episode 10. Over from Cooper Saxe's last gift to Evelyn Castillo leaving a last gift with her dying breath, and this is clue number 2. The Castillo family were always going to raise questions around Gordo's disappearance, and with Evelyn not only questioning Monet Tejada, but also threatening her, they knew what needed to be done, and so did Drew. Drew said he had to take care of his mess, but at this moment in time he was only looking at this from surface level. This mess was actually the result of Monet Tejada having Lorenzo killed by Gordo, and since then we've seen how Monet's had to cover one lie with another, for example killing Kai. But in Episode 9, it really did go one step further. Drew and Kane locked the Castillos in their restaurant and hit them with poisonous smoke that killed all the Castillos but one, Evelyn, who with her dying breath left a last gift for Drew. Monet was behind Lorenzo's death. After the Tejada kids put the pieces of the puzzle together, this led to a showdown between the 3 and Monet. A showdown which has left Monet all on her own, and now she faces a real uphill battle to regain control over the Tejadas and their business. Over to number 3, Tariq's trust and how this led to the death of Lucas Weston, which also happened to be Braden's first body. Now it all starts with Rashad Tate. The Westons wanted to put him on their payroll because it's always beneficial to have someone with influence on your side, but Tate's someone who does his due diligence. He knows how much of a liar Ghost was, and the same goes for Tariq. He heard rumors that Weston Holdings was a Ponzi scheme, and he could see straight through Tariq's lies, and so he blew up Weston Holdings to help his political campaign and also win the heart of Harper. But what this did was push Tariq and Brayden into a corner. Tariq lost his trust fund and Brayden was given a choice. It was the Street family or his uncle. Now Brayden didn't want to turn into what Tariq is, a killer, especially because he's seen the change in Tariq from the days back at Choate. But when his uncle said he wouldn't hesitate to throw him and Tariq under the bus for the drug operation, along with Robert Weston and Kiki for the Ponzi scheme, Brayden pushed Lucas over the edge, claiming his first body. One thing Tariq needs at this moment in time is allies, and Obi may just happen to be one of them. And so this is number 4. With law enforcement breathing down their necks to Weston Holdings being exposed of a Ponzi scheme, Tariq St. Patrick and the rest of the crew's operation was on pause apart from the street operation. Now Tariq needed the help of Obi to stall Noma, but we all know how the relationship between Obi and Tariq isn't exactly the best. However, you don't always have to be the best friends to be allies in this game. At this moment in time, Obi needed someone with influence to help get his family green cards, and Tariq needed Obi to stall Noma, and so they agreed to come to a deal. Why this conversation's important is because we all know Obi and Noma's opinions differ when it comes to running their New York operation, and when she finds out Obi had been working with Tariq behind her back, let's just say Noma won't be too pleased. But if Tariq manages to help Obi get the green cards he's looking for, he may just bagged himself a crucial ally, and this clue can't go unnoticed. From a business relationship forming between Obi and Tariq St. Patrick to a personal relationship which seems like it's over before it even began with Kane and Effie. At the beginning of episode 9, Effie found herself in a holding cell and where Kane came in dressed as her lawyer. Now we actually got this idea from Blanca Rodriguez, who sarcastically questioned whether Kane was her lawyer when she arrested Effie in episode 8. However, in episode 9, Effie wasn't thinking about Kane. Earlier in the episode, I think it was clear Effie still had feelings for Tariq. She started to question Davis about Tariq, but stopped. Tariq St. Patrick was also on Kane's mind when he asked Effie to flip on him to save herself. But with Effie not being built like that, she refused and held it down, and this definitely hurt Kane. But will Effie remain strong, especially when law enforcement look into Crash Coin and come down hard on her to flip on the murders? At this point in time, Effie holds the key to the entire RICO that law enforcement are building, and if they can't get Effie to flip, their case goes up in smoke.